Hill here from Carlson Gracie London. I'm one of the instructors. I'm going to show you an option from De La Riva. So this is when you've gone for the back take, but you've over-rotated. It often happens. You kind of go too energetically, but you can swing underneath and you get a really, really cool sweep from here. Very, very effective when you're kind of at the competition pitch and going super fast. So I'm going to start with Emma in De La Riva. So my right leg is going to come over the top of the front of her leg. My right foot comes underneath, it hooks her thigh. There's lots of pressure here so that I'm holding and gripping her leg. My other foot, my left foot, goes on her thigh, pushing, and I control her distance, her balance here. My left hand is going to grab the sleeve. Again, I've got good control of her posture and her balance with this. And then my other hand is going to grip the back of her ankle or grip the trousers. So I'm still going to go as if I'm going for the back take, but I'm going to over-rotate. I'll go all the way through. So I'm using my left foot still to push me up to get some lift off the ground. I'm going to try and thread this right foot through as if I'm going for the back, but I'm going to roll all the way under. So I come here, but you see I roll all the way through. My hand switches the grip. So it was underneath, it's going to come round the front and grab the front of Emma's shin. The same thing with my other hand, it's going to come around the front. My left hand is going to come around the front of her other leg. My legs are crossed here. One is behind, one is in front. And here I've got great control. So I can lift her up now to sweep her. So I'm going to lift up with my legs as I'm grabbing her legs with my hands. So I'm going to lift her up to sweep her and take her to the ground. So here, up, and I'm going to kick as she goes flying. So from this position, I don't want to stay here. We're kind of in a 50-50. She's on her back, but if she comes up, I'm not going to get the points for the sweep. So I want to make sure I secure it. So the foot that's across my right leg is going to come out. I'm going to then base with my right hand. My left foot is on the floor. I'm still gripping with my left hand, but I'm going to do a technical stand up, take my leg out, back, and then I can come forward, secure the position, and I make sure I get my points for the sweep here. Of course, I'm going to set up the De La Riva. So my right leg is going to come across the front of Emma's lower leg. My right foot's going to thread underneath, and it's just going to hook the inside of her thigh nice and tight, so I've got good control. My left leg is going to go on her other leg on the thigh, pushing, so I've got good control of her balance and her posture. I'm going to grip, cross grip with my left hand. So again, breaking her posture and keeping control of her here. So I can move her around. My right hand is then going to grab the back of her leg, either the trouser or cup the ankle here. So I'm going to go as if I'm going for the back take here. So I'm going to try and thread my right leg through all the way to the far hip. But what's going to happen as I do it so energetically that I end up over-rotating. So I'm going to follow that rotation through. So I'm still going to need to lift my hips up as if I'm going for the back take. So I'm going to use this left foot to lift up, but as I do it, I end up over-rotating. So I lift up, and I over-rotate. I come all the way underneath, so I just follow myself through. As I do that, my hand came from the inside to the front of Emma's leg, to the shin here. My other hand, my left hand, also does the same. So now I'm gripping her legs with both hands, my feet are crossed. One is in front, one is behind. And now I can lift my legs up, grip her trousers. I'm gonna kick backwards this way to sweep her. So I'm gonna kick up, backwards, and she should go flying. So from this position, I don't want to stay here because we're kind of even 50-50. If she comes up, I won't get the points for the sweep. So my right leg, the one that is across, is going to come out. My right hand's going to go on the floor. My left foot goes on the floor. I'm going to do technical stand up and come out. So here, come back, and now I'm going to follow through. My left hand is still gripping, come forward, and then I've got the sweep and secure. So first of all, I'm going to set up the De La Riva. So my right leg is going to come across the front of Emma's leg at the bottom. My foot is going to come underneath her thigh, and I'm going to clamp on the inside of her thigh nice and tight. My left leg is going to kick on her other leg on the top of her thigh. So here I've got good control of her balance and her posture. My left hand's going to grip the sleeve and a cross grip, again breaking her balance, breaking her posture. And my right hand is just going to grip the back of her leg here, or the trousers, but controlling this leg here. So from the De La Riva, I'm still going to try and go for the back and the back take here. So my right leg is going to try and thread through to the far thigh. But what's going to happen is I'm going to end up over-rotating, so I'm going to follow that through and continue the roll. To do that, my left leg is still going to help me posture up, to lift up with my hips and to come underneath her. So I put my foot on her thigh, I lift up, and then I'm going to rotate. But this time, here, instead of a back take, I end up rotating all the way underneath her. My grips have switched here, so my hand was here. It comes around the front of her leg now. This is my right hand. My left hand does the same on her other leg. I've got one foot in front, my right foot, my left foot behind, and these are now lifting up to push her and to sweep. So I'm going to lift up with my legs, I'm going to grab her legs with my arms, and I'm going to kick her backwards. I'm going to kick her this way. So lift up, kick, and she ends up on the back. But here we're still kind of 50-50 in the sense that she can still come up, and she can, I'll only get the advantage, I won't get the 2 points for the sweep. So my right foot, the one that's across, is going to come out, my right hand is going to go on the floor, and I'm going to do technical stand-up. So my left foot is going to go on the floor, and I come out here. My left hand is still gripping the trousers, so now I'm going to come forward, push the leg to the floor, I'm going to secure, and I'm going to take my 2 points with the sweep. So that's a sweep from Della Riva, when the back take goes a little bit wrong and you over-rotate. Really effective, looks really cool in competition as your partner goes flying, so it's a really nice option. Keep watching Carlson Gracie YouTube for more techniques.